It's no secret that Arabs are some of the richest people in the world, and who can be richer than the royal families? From gold cars to the world's largest super yachts, today's video shows how some of the wealthiest Arabs flaunt their wealth. So, without further ado, let's get right into our first Arab royal. House of Thani, the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Our first Arab royal will be no stranger to avid soccer fans, especially following the spectacle that was the 2022 FIFA World Cup held in Qatar. The tournament had everything from excitement to shock and awe, but one thing that really stood out to most fans was the opulence that filled every nook and cranny of the country, which should give you an idea of just how rich their ruler will be. The Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, is the first royal on our list today. Having assumed the throne in 2013, the 42-year-old Emir has risen to become one of the richest men in the world today. His family have been ruling the Qatar Emirate since the 19th century and have been acquiring more money and power with every passing year. The family's fortune is currently estimated to be around $335 billion. Yes, you heard right, 335. With Sheikh Tamim alone being worth around $2 billion. That's some serious dough. At only 42, Sheikh Tamim is one of the youngest rulers in the world, giving him enough time to enjoy the wealth and power that comes with his extremely enviable position. And boy, has he been enjoying it. Sheikh Tamim is the current owner of the world-famous Paris Saint-Germain and has the richest and arguably the most famous soccer player in the world, Lionel Messi, on his payroll. To top it off, there are rumours that the Sheikh plans to buy recently up-for-sale football giants Manchester United. Although an obvious fan, Sheikh Tamim doesn't spend all his wealth on football alone. The Sheikh has several investments in top-tier firms like Harrods, Barclays Bank and Sainsbury's. He heads the Qatar Investment Authority Board of Directors and owns a share in Europe's fourth tallest building, the Shard. Sheikh Tamim and his family, like most other billionaire families, are lovers of the arts. Together, the House of Thani owns more than 200,000 pieces of art, and under the leadership of Sheikh Al-Mayasser, the Qatar Museum Trust has a yearly budget of $1 billion. That's a lot. Sheikh Tamim isn't only good at spending his wealth, he's also great at international relations and is admired and loved by his people. Talk about redefining royalty. The Royal Islamic Strategic Studies Institute ranked Tamim as the third most important Muslim in the world in 2023 after ranking him first in 2022. This is only our first Arab royal. The rest are sure to leave you even more intrigued with their show of wealth and power. Next on our list is the supreme ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Now, this is one ruler that deserves some serious applause, as most of his wealth is not by inheritance, but a ridiculous amount of business savvy. You see, Dubai was once regarded as the poorest of the 8 emirates under the UAE. Why? Because it had the least amount of oil. Well, everything changed when Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum assumed office. Often hailed as the one responsible for Dubai's meteoric rise to power and prominence, the 73-year-old ruler got most of his wealth not from oil reserves like other royals on this list, but from real estate development. Crazy, right? We were as surprised as you are. Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum currently earns an estimated annual salary of $1.5 billion, and he spends most of it acquiring some of the most lavish properties and items imaginable. For starters, the ruler of Dubai owns multiple properties in countries like England, Ireland, Italy and Luxembourg. He's one of the largest landowners in the UK, being the sole owner of more than 100,000 acres in the United Kingdom alone. Just think how much he will have in his country, Dubai. Aside from real estate, the ruler of Dubai is an avid equestrian and is the proud owner of Dali Stud, one of the largest horse breeding operations in the world, with farms all over the globe. He also owns the popular Godolphin racehorse stable. As with his real estate skills, he has a keen eye in this area too. Sheikh Mohammed bought Park Appeal in 1985, an Irish thoroughbred for an unknown amount. The horse went on to produce more than 9 winners from only 12 foals. In the world of horse racing and all this equestrianism, Sheikh Mohammed is a master. The ruler of Dubai is also a lover of extremely expensive cars. As a matter of fact, when he's not being a royal, you can catch him driving leisurely around the city of Dubai. This sheikh has a dazzling fleet, with some of the most expensive being 20 Mercedes AMG G63s, a Bugatti Veyron, a custom-made Rolls-Royce Ghost that comes with a special custom-made 24-karat gold finish, a Mercedes-Benz Landaulet, a Devil 16 made entirely in the UAE, and one of only 2 Koenigsegg CCXR. His fleet also consists of more than 100 cars ranging from Aston Martins to Bentleys. Aside from his many expensive cars, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is also the proud owner of the yacht Dubai. The mega yacht is worth $400 million and embodies everything luxurious throughout all 531 feet of it. The yacht is longer than 3 football pitches, has 50 lavish rooms, its own submarine, a disco, a squash court, and a swimming pool that is simply stunning at night. This yacht deserves an entire YouTube video dedicated to it alone. With a $15 billion net worth, the ruler of Dubai and Prime Minister of UAE is as wealthy as they come. But he's only the 4th richest in the Middle East. Let's look at some even richer Arab royals. Next on the list is the ruler of Abu Dhabi and President of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. For starters, it's almost impossible to put a net worth on Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He is the President of the UAE. To give you an idea of what that means, his family is about 16 times richer than our last royal, who is the Prime Minister of the UAE. Like most royals, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan was born into wealth and has received nothing short of the best since he was a child. And like most royals, he was also sent to the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, which is basically a school of royals. The Sheikh family, the Al Nahyans, own the most elegant yacht collection ever. They must really have a thing for yachts. His father, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, owned the world's longest yacht, the Azam, while he owns the Rabdan, a super yacht fit for the President of the UAE. Billionaires and cars are like 2 peas in a pod, and Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is not left out. He owns hundreds of cars, and some of the most expensive include 3 Bugatti Veyrons, a Lamborghini Reventon, a Ferrari F40, the Mercedes CLK GTR, and a Rolls-Royce Drophead. This sheikh has so many cars, he opened a museum for them, the Pyramid Car Museum in Al Dhafra. When the ruler of Abu Dhabi isn't riding in one of his many, many luxurious cars, you may find him in one of the planes provided by the Crown's private flight carrier, Abu Dhabi Emiri. They control the Sheikh's many planes, including 2 Boeing 737s and a Boeing 747. If he isn't there, he's resting in one of his many residences all over the globe, with the most outstanding being his palace, the Qatar Al Watan Palace Complex, adjacent to the famous Al Bateen Palace. The Qatar Al Watan Palace in Abu Dhabi's Ras Al Akhtar Peninsula covers more than 150 hectares and took about 7 years to build. It cost around $500 million to complete its construction, and the world-famous palace oozes elegance from top to bottom, evidenced by its many awards. To our next and final Arab royal, get ready for the richest yet, Mohammed bin Salman Al-Saud, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, with a net worth of $25 billion. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has a monthly salary of more than $250 million and an annual salary of more than $2 billion. And at 37, he still has a lot of time on his hands to think up new ways to spend his vast fortune. The prince has a net worth of $25 billion, excluding his access to the Al-Saud family's net worth of $2 trillion. Most of the prince's money comes from royal inheritance from oil reserves, since vast amounts were found some 75 years ago. Without wasting any more time, let's quickly dive into what this guy owns. From a young age, Mohammed bin Salman established a number of non-profit organizations and businesses, with the goal of promoting postgraduate entrepreneurship in the nation. He was appointed as the governor of Riyadh's official advisor in 2009, which also happened to be his father. He ultimately became the crown prince when his father was crowned the King of Saudi Arabia in 2015 and was later given control over Saudi Aramco, the country's oil company, and from there he took off. From gold-studded cars to gold-studded super yachts, the prince owns it all. Mohammed bin Salman has a sizable fleet of vehicles and yachts. He owns Land Cruisers, BMWs, Ferraris, Lamborghinis and Bugattis, an endless list of cars like most other Arab billionaires in our video today. Mohammed has 2 mega yachts in addition to his illustrious car collection. He bought Pegasus 8, his first boat, in 2008. This motor yacht is fitted with a theatre, a bar, a dance floor, a barbecue, a helipad, and a golf driving range. In 2014, Mohammed purchased Serene, his second super yacht, and one of the biggest in the world. Serene was purchased by him for the astounding sum of $689 million from Russian vodka magnate Yuri Shefler. He has used his family's wealth to own a generous amount of shares in companies like Uber, Boeing, Reliance and Facebook. Most recently, he bought the Premier League football team Newcastle. The prince also owns several palaces, all adorned with expensive artworks, ornaments and precious stones. In 2017, he bought Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi for $450 million. And what did he do with it? He put it on his super yacht, the Serene, and now it's worth more than $1 billion. Prince Mohammed bin Salman is the richest and most powerful on our list. He alone is responsible for an anti-corruption campaign in the Middle East that forced the arrest of several other billionaires in the Saudis, a move that forced Forbes to drop more than 10 Saudi billionaires off their annual list of billionaires. That's crazy powerful. This guy is so rich, he makes other billionaires broke. Prince Mohammed bin Salman concludes our list of some of the richest Arab royals. Which of these Arab billionaires do you find most impressive? Would you like to see a video on one of them? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Be sure to leave a comment and subscribe, as more videos like this are on the way.